What is up, motherfuckers? It's Leafy, and I have something to explain to you guys. So a couple days ago, a post was made on my main channel by someone who's literally fucking impersonating me. Like, compare the voices, this dude literally sounds nothing like me.
Yeah, I know,
Dude, you're a fucking cuck.
Like, don't you hear the difference? And because this video wasn't even posted by me, I'm 100% certain that this was made by some kind of hacker. It's like Poodle Corp is doing it from his jail cell or some shit. Like, I don't fucking know. But yeah, I just think it's pretty sad how this dude's trying to manipulate people by pretending to be a big YouTuber. Like, honestly, it's just fucking sad. Like, who would do such a stupid thing like that? But yeah, even though the person who made this video wasn't me, I still 100% agree with the statement he made. Nothing's changed since 2 weeks ago. iDubbbz is still a fucking cuck. In his newest video, iDubbbz complains sex workers completely proves that fact. So why don't we just play that shit?
Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of iDubbbz Complains. This is a very special episode.
First of all, I just want to address, just what the fuck is this dude's setup? Off the first glance, you could see the fucking weird desktop background he has, like, of the goddamn ape creature? I don't know, man. Also, there's literally fucking trash everywhere. All the fucking fast food cups and dirty napkins and empty cans of peanuts. And also what appears to be dental tools. I don't know, but all of it just kind of proves how this dude's been on a downward spiral ever since I called him a cuck on the internet. How fucking tragic.
For those of you who are unaware of the drama I recently brought upon myself, I'll fill you in. My girlfriend started an OnlyFans account, which is a website where you can upload amateur porn. Anything from double penetration all the way over to lewd cosplay and everything in between. And I think all of it is cool. Yeah, I know.
Goddamn, you know, that hacker was right. He really is a fucking cuck.
I didn't think it would be a controversial opinion either.
Oh god, the way he says that just makes his face look even more punchable. It's like he's trying to emotionally manipulate us by saying he never even expected this coming. Like we're the ones who started this shit. I just think it's so fucking naive on Ian's part to think that announcing a controversial decision in your relationship to the entire world would just go completely fucking unnoticed by everyone. Like, those are just some of the most unrealistic expectations I've ever fucking seen. And also, we're not responsible for instigating the situation at hand just by reacting to it. It's your guys' fault for making that shit public in the first place. So iDubbbz, don't try pulling any of that shit with me, because it's not fucking true.
A good amount of people are just doing the reasonable thing and just making jokes and laughing about it. But there's a whole nother group of people who feel personally devastated and betrayed. You lied to us.
Okay, I think this claim that he's trying to make here is just fucking dog shit, because for the last 2 weeks I've been on Twitter non-stop analyzing this drama, and not once have I seen people call Ian a blatant liar. It's almost like he's trying to exploit the smallest, most minuscule vocal minority in his fan base to craft the idea that his entire fucking audience is just out to get him. Like, Ian, I'll admit, that's a pretty good way of manufacturing sympathy from your viewers. But a better way to do so is, I don't know, actually telling the fucking truth? But speaking of that vocal minority I talked about earlier, let's look at Ian's first citation.
First up, we got Edward. He probably got told by a lot of people that he looks like iDubbbz, and he really liked that because iDubbbz was cool. But now that iDubbbz is a simp, now he's gonna go in full baby wah-wah mode. No, shut the fuck up, you dumb fuck. You don't get to ha-ha funny yourself out of this one. You're a simp. You act all edgy and cool on YouTube and then go and film your girlfriend shoving anal beads up her ass for OnlyFans.
Oh my god, this is so painfully cringy. Like, where to fucking start, dude? First, we can start at the fact that this is obviously an ironic tweet. From the lack of grammar throughout the entire thing to the "you ruined my life" line at the end, it's obvious this kid is fucking joking. And also, the person who made this tweet is 15 years old. Like, on this specific point, I can't say much because, you know, I've made fun of various children in my day. But at the same time, I've never used a 15-year-old's Twitter account to defend my entire argument. Okay, like, that's some petty ass shit. But yeah, Ian's just being fucking retarded here. So I guess we'll just move on to the next point.
Because, like, I did it, and I found the potential hypocrisies in what I say in the past, and it's pretty fucking consistent. The funding for the slut shirt is actually very, very low. Skanktown, USA, softcore porn all over the walls. You know, like, I'm not saying that women should be sexualized or shouldn't be. I'm just saying that there is the market for it, so it makes sense that they would do it.
So I guess here he's trying to prove that he's not a hypocrite, and he's trying to show that he's had these opinions for years. But honestly, these clips just add nothing to this fucking argument. Addressing the first two clips, I'd just like to say, acknowledging pornography does not indicate endorsement for sex work. By using that same logic, a history teacher explaining the Holocaust to her students is now fully endorsing the killing of Jewish people. Like, I know it's not the most classy response, but it just goes to show how fucking awful iDubbbz's reasoning actually is. And as for the second clip, I guess you could make that argument, but the only thing is we're kind of in a different circumstance. Like, we're not just talking about women in general anymore, we're talking about your fucking girlfriend. I honestly don't know how to feel about that, so I guess we should just move on to the last piece of evidence iDubbbz tries to defend himself with, which is footage from an Atozy video titled F in the chat for iDubbbz.
So on the cons, we have everyone can see what he sees for a few dollars.
What exactly do you think I'm seeing? Do you think she's shooting fireworks out of her pussy? Do you think she's screening The Matrix Reloaded down there?
Holy God, you're fucking retarded.
There's no special pussy. It doesn't become less valuable the more people see it. If that's the case, my body and my person is the most valueless thing on the planet.
iDubbbz, that's just simply not true. A guy taking off his shirt and showing off his chest is not equivalent to a girl pulling down her fucking panties. Like, why do you think girls have to be in private to take off their pants? Meanwhile, you could just stroll down to the fucking swimming hole and find a bunch of guys with their shirts off. So yeah, your point's freaking garbo, dude.
And then future jobs, they might be a little bit harder to come by.
I think this is one of the most important opinions to highlight because it really demonstrates a severe lack of real-world experience when you're saying that future jobs are going to be harder to come by because of an OnlyFans account. Like, if you think this affects your standing or your social credibility in getting jobs, you are so sadly mistaken.
No, okay, that's just simply not true. You're the one with no fucking real-world experience if you're trying to say that shit. Of course companies are going to look at your social medias before they hire you. That's just a fucking standard. They want to see if you yourself are a good representation of the company in question. And because of the negative connotation sex work has in the public eye, companies will definitely hesitate on hiring you if you have an OnlyFans. Like, get a fucking grip on reality, dude.
And I will also say, if you want to morally grandstand, one of the shittiest things that I think you can do morally is judging someone about what they did previously and not hiring them even though they're qualified for the job.
Okay, this is such a shitty fucking take that we can put this into a real-life scenario and see that straight away, it doesn't fucking work. For instance, let's say that a convicted murderer wants a job at McDonald's. The manager isn't just gonna say, wow, you seem like a nice guy and you know how to flip burgers. Why wouldn't I want to hire you? Like, that shit just doesn't fucking happen in real life. Like, there's these things called background checks. The sheer ignorance coming from this dude is just off the charts at this point.
In my head, there would be so many other things to do and make money before stooping to this point.
I find it very fascinating that a commentary YouTuber who's known for criticizing others, much like me, would be willing to take the position that sex work is beneath them, that they aren't on the same level as sex work. That's fascinating. I find it really interesting that that's the position you want to take.
Okay, first of all, you can't talk shit about him for being a commentary YouTuber. You are one yourself. You even acknowledge that fact yourself. How stupid are you to ignore your own fucking hypocrisies? And second of all, in some kinds of sex work such as prostitution, it's literally fucking illegal and it's usually done only by people who need to make ends meet somehow. So in that regard, I think it's a fair assumption to think that being a commentary YouTuber is better than breaking the law in order to get by. iDubbbz, my man, you're just speaking gibberish at this point. Thank God we're almost done.
That pretty much wraps up this video. I love my girlfriend, and I'm totally fine with dudes jacking off to pictures of her on the internet. Doesn't affect me one way or the other. If you are upset by me admitting this, then I suggest you go idolize someone else. Someone who isn't a simp or a cuck. Someone who maybe just gives shitty opinions instead.
And just like that, the video's over. I mean, thank God, you know, that was one of the most cancerous videos I've ever seen in my fucking life. Nothing in 2020 has made me want to drink a shot glass of bleach more than this video. So much hypocrisy, so much ignorance. I can almost taste the immense cuckold rage. But yeah, I don't plan on making any more comments about this drama. The way that iDubbbz is handling it is just overall really shitty, and I wouldn't be surprised if it progressed any further than what it's at right now. So yeah, iDubbbz is a cuck. Case closed.
You're a whore. You're a whore, just admit it. You're a whore, you whore yourself out online, you whore yourself out in front of your family and your friends. You're a whore, plain and simple. Just admit that you're a whore and a slut and a harlot.